Iraq and America. The Iraqis destroyed hundreds of American tanks and killed thousands of paratroopers in a war that lasted only hours. The Iraqis took revenge on the Americans in the most severe way. They wanted to overthrow Saddam Hussein, so they began looking for a truce. A battle that was the closest way to subjugating the occupier to Iraq's demands. What happened in the Battle of the Bag of Death? The Battle of the Bag of Death, or the Battle of Tanks. It is a battle of clashes between the Iraqi Republican Guard and the American Alpha Bradley units. In the year 1991, during the Second Gulf War, the battle that the Americans called Operation Desert War took place. It was one of the most important few battles that the Iraqi army was able to win during the war, and after a severe blow and massacre that the Iraqi army received on road. When the American aircraft destroyed approximately 1,500 vehicles withdrawing from Kuwait and killed most of the soldiers there, orders came to the Iraqi Republican Guard to secure the army's withdrawal from Kuwait on several fronts and delay the attack of the American 1st and 3rd Armored Divisions. Then, the skirmishes began, but the result was frustrating for the Iraqis with the destruction of the 3rd American Division of the brigade. The Iraqi Division, a few hours after the start of the battle, then the Americans began a flank screen maneuver with a squad to reconnoiter the Iraqi tanks, and behind them, the infantry squads were advancing towards the east. Then the Iraqi army's plan began to set fire to the oil dust, producing dense smoke from it, in addition to the dusty atmosphere accompanied by winds, sandstorms, and bad weather conditions. Very bad. Under these difficult circumstances, the American forces were compelled to rely on advanced thermal scopes for enhanced visibility. The Iraqi forces unleashed a torrent of heavy fire with machine guns, armored vehicles, and missiles, causing shells to cascade down like a relentless storm. In a swift response, the Americans retaliated with a relentless barrage of fire and missiles. However, the chaotic nature of the conflict resulted in significant damage to their tanks and vehicles, tragically leading to the loss of their own soldiers in a friendly fire incident within a mere 2 hours of the skirmish. Subsequently, the American forces declared their retreat with a provocative announcement. We were very close to the enemy, at a distance we never expected. We expected them to be far away from us, 10 times the actual distance. The Battle of the Death Bag was one of the rare battles in which the Iraqi army was victorious over the Americans and inflicted heavy losses on them. But during their victory, the Iraqis lost most of the soldiers of the Tawakkalna division. Do you, as observers, find this to be a sweeping victory despite these losses?